I like the Christmas that you kept going back to. Okay, our last roaster of the evening. Now, a lot of you might know Lynn Reckling. Well, this guy, her husband, for the last 6 years of their marriage, has somehow managed to convince her that this is 6 inches. Please welcome to the stage, Fred Reckling.
Oy vey. Hey, that's why my wife's greatest turn-ons are satin sheets and magnifying glasses. Ooh. Why, that's why I've been thinking of getting rid of all the male cats in my house because I don't like the competition. Oh, jeez. Well, thank you, Casey. Mr. Needle Dick the Bug Banger. Yeah. Oh! Well, I've had the great misfortune of knowing Lou through my wife, Lynn, who works at Silver Hills. Actually, Lou's lovely wife-to-be, Sara, is what really motivated me to be here. Because before I knew Lou had a girl, I didn't know what to think of this sharp-tongued, rotund curmudgeon. How was I to know what his sexual preferences were or what the heck he was downloading off of the internet? I mean, after all, he's from Queens. Unlike Vegas, Lou, anything that happens in New York doesn't stay there. Okay, this is a great place to hold a roast. Old-time Vegas. I hear Bugsy Siegel once owned this place. Oh, is this the Mob Museum? Oh, sorry. Okay. Well, anyway, this is a great party time place. I mean, just think of it. I mean, drinking and gambling, it's the most fun you can have with your clothes on. Ooh. Okay. All right, even riding down the elevator was kind of neat, you know, because the elevator doors opened up and I pushed one of the buttons and then all of a sudden I hear this voice that says, going down. I said, ooh, Lynn, do we have time? Okay, all right. Yes, but we're here to celebrate the melding of two hearts, Lou's and Sara's. It's time, high time for a formal relationship. I mean, time for a commitment, Lou. I mean, after all, you've had all the advantages of being married, but none of the disadvantages. You know, quit stringing the girl along. You know, jeez. The way I hear it, Sara and Lou met back in New York at a Christmas party, an office Christmas party. Imagine 2 Jews at a Jesus fest. No wonder they found each other. Well, life was good back in New York with Sara, but Lou decided it was time to seek his fame and fortune out here in Las Vegas. And eventually, though, after being here for a while, he got lonely for his hometown sweetheart. And after his travel partner, Harry Palms, was no longer making it for him, he decided that he had to get Sara out here. Well, that's great, because, you know, Lou thinks of Sara as home. I mean, how nice. What a relationship. I mean, at least that's how Lou sees it. But if you ask Sara, she said, Lou ain't home yet. Last night, he only made it to second base. How do you like that drummer? He's only here because he owes Lou $100. In reality, Sara's quite content with Lou. Well, that's more than you can say for Kate Middleton. Boy, was she surprised when she married Prince William. She thought all rulers had 12 inches. Woo, yeah, little Willie, it's a small world, man. Before Lou met Sara, he was a bit of a ladies' man, you know. But one time, all this philandering caught up with him, and he said to his buddy, you know, I think I caught a social disease from one of my ladies' friends. So I made an appointment with a podiatrist, and his friend says, a podiatrist? Why, that's a foot doctor. And Lou says, well, what's a couple of inches, you know? Hey, drummer, what do you know about stuff like that? You're still just over there playing with your shtick. Lou's amazing character. He doesn't just stop with his love life. What a dedicated therapist he is. When it comes to patient care, Lou never pulls any punches. That's why he's no longer at Silver Hills. Okay. All right. But, of course, Lou chooses his battles carefully. I mean, after all, he picked on a 68-year-old dude because he figured he had one foot in the grave, but the other one was in Lou's face. Well, actually, Lou's former coworker probably was just responding to Lou's natural ability to motivate people around him. After all, they don't call Lou the merchant of venom for nothing. Well, that's how Lou would get his patients out of bed for therapy. He'd piss them off. Then he'd run down the hall to the therapy gym, and they'd come chasing after him. But Lou's quite attentive to his patients once they catch their breath. Oh, jeez. But what he would do routinely, he'd set him up in the gym to make sure he got to the rugs level, and then he'd tell him, well, you do 100 repetitions of this, and I'll be right back, and Lou would do his paperwork. And then he comes back 5 minutes later and see how his patient's doing, and all of a sudden he sees his patient there sitting there looking over his shoulder, looking for Lou, and all of a sudden his patient would say, 98, 99, 100. Oh, I guess two can play at that game, Lou, right? Yeah, that's Lou. What a big guy he is. How big? Why? Lou's so fat when he sits around. Oh, how fat is Lou? Yeah, I'm sorry. I got too fast today. Okay. Wait for it, Fred. Wait for it. Okay. When he sits around the house, he sits around the house. Ooh, okay. Lou's so fat, when he gets his shoes shined, he has to take their word for it. Ooh. Lou's so fat, when he gets his shoes shined. No, excuse me, I did that already. Lou's so fat that when he tried out, thank you, okay, when he tried out for a sumo wrestling, they said he was overqualified. Ooh. And Lou's so fat, he has to go to Omar, the tent maker, to get all his clothes custom made. Ooh. Well, one day, I looked at Lou and said, geez, Lou, you gotta watch what you eat. And Lou said to me, hey, Fred, I always look at what I put into my mouth, man. Geez. No, really, Lou, you need to try the new seafood diet. He says, that's not new. I've been doing that for years. I see food and I eat it. But Lou actually thinks he's got quite the figure. Since Sara likes men in tight pants, Lou decided to gain 10 pounds. Ooh. But Lou is really sensitive about his weight sometimes, though, because when he goes out with Sara's parents to eat, he only orders a salad. But on the way home, he goes to In-N-Out and gets a double cheeseburger and 2 orders of fries. Yay! Well, Lou and Sara are really quite compatible since they're both from Jewish backgrounds. I mean, actually, Lou doesn't look Jewish. I mean, I just thought there was some sort of ethnic diversity going on there. But, you know, of course, Sammy Davis Jr., he only looked half Jewish. Or maybe Lou had a nose job. But now that I look at him, I think he maybe negotiated a little too much with the doctor on his feet. But it all makes perfect sense now. You know why Lou's laugh is so big? Very good, thank you. Okay. Because the jokes are free. And now I remember hearing Lou yelling at a football game, "Get that quarterback!" But that was in the snack bar area. Okay. Ooh. But since Sarah's Jewish as well, we can't give Lou all the credit. Just think of what kind of tales that they tell about their shopping sprees to their friends. Sara would say, "Oh, what a deal I got on a blouse at needless markup. It was $5 off." Then Lou would say, "Heck, I got a shirt there for $10 off." And then Sara would come back with, "I got a skirt there for free because one button was missing." And then Lou would finally top her by saying, "Oh, I went to a little shop and the owner gave me $5 for an ugly pair of pants just to get them out of the store." Ooh. All right. Well, thank you for inviting me, and I wish Sara and Lou all the best.
Thank you, Fred. Another hand for Fred Reckling, everyone. He's our last roaster, but God knows this isn't the first time he's brought up the rear. All right, everyone. Now it's time for the man of the hour. It's time for the defendant to plead his case. Lou, are you ready? Yes. You sure? Yep. Okay. Lou Paris, everyone.